Alright, YouTube. Well, this is one of those videos where I was attempting to do some valve change outs, and just one of those days where things didn't go as planned. We rented a machine to freeze some water lines to change out valves on a water source air handler on a 12-story building, I believe is what it is. The valves we had, the new valves we had, ended up being different thread sizes on the union coupler for one side of the valve, and I didn't realize that until we got the old ones apart. Couldn't get the old ones apart previously because the building engineers won't shut off the water supply on the cooling side, or the chiller, the pumps and all that stuff, and drain the building down to where we have no pressure on the valves. And they can't find the valves, isolation valves for each floor. So like I said, we rented a machine, and you'll see in the videos what the kind of the process. It's a pretty simple process. I don't know, some of you may have used them before. Pretty cool. They'll freeze your line for you, different various size pipe, according to different fittings or the way the block sits. There's adapters and there's reducers that fit inside the pipe, half oval space, or not half oval but half circle, according to your pipe size anyways. But yeah, the line froze, got over that, but the problem is, and you'll see in the videos, is where I had to place those components to freeze my pipe only gave me an inch or so past it, where the fitting was soldered on, the existing fitting, union fitting. And if you try to apply heat there, you can run the risk of that plug coming loose. You need to be so far from your heat source and your freeze point. You all know what happens when you apply heat to ice, it melts. Well, when you don't have a valve on the line and you can't shut your water down, there's potential for flooding your building, just becoming a disaster for an insurance claim. So I'm not willing to do that. Doesn't matter if it's working for whatever company. I'm not the company owner, so I'm not going to take that chance. I'm not going to lose my job over something stupid. I'd rather get reprimanded for not being able to complete a job than flooding someone's entire home. So, and then multiple floors below. So anyways, I did get the now that I have the information for the right size threads, I'll do some more research to see if I can actually find them. Just means another trip, which my office won't be happy about, but like I said, I'd rather do that than take the risk of flooding everything and ruining a lot of stuff. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video that I'll end up putting together for you. I can do some editing, and we'll see how things go. But anyways, it's the Thursday before Thanksgiving. Luckily for me, I actually get to go on vacation. I have all next week off, so and also Friday. Today's Thursday. So I got almost 10 days off. Nine. Well, I guess 10 days if you want to call it that. Much needed vacation. The summers down here in Southern California were a lot of hot days. I know some other places in the country get a lot hotter on, or that same amount of heat on average, but 120 degrees on some of the summer days was not fun. So a little burnout. Anyways, you guys have a good Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you. Alright, so today we are changing out some valves on a chiller system, the indoor unit. The valves are leaking by. You can see that one is, even though it's off, it still leaks. And this one here you just can't even open. It's stuck closed. So we're using a freeze machine because we don't have access to the water. The building engineers can't seem to find it. So to isolate the floor we're on. And so we rented this machine, freeze machine. You can see it's all iced up right there. And I'll take you over to it. Here's what the machine looks like. Got a couple of connectors to put on the pipe, different various sizes. And so right now we're waiting for the pipe to freeze for us. And then once we get it to where we know it's frozen, we'll replace these valves. And then we'll go from there. So we'll bring you back here shortly. All right, so we're getting closer. I had to make some adjustments. Had to stop the flow of water. Put a little contraption on there because it just wasn't freezing fast enough. So we'll give that a shot. It looks like it's getting frozen pretty good. So hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer. It's been a little while now, so I'm hoping I got that flow under control, get that pipe frozen, and be able to get that valve off of there. So that's where we're at now. It's been about an hour, so should be soon, hopefully. So keep you guys posted. Thank you.
Second one?
Yeah. Need a smaller one. Come on. Go. Do you have a smaller pipe wrench?
No, I do not. I got some. I got her here.
Some big channel locks?
I got channel locks. Good job. Another set of the same size channel locks too, so
no, we're good.
There you go. Nice, nice.
So it's a different seat.
What's that?
It's a different seat altogether. different size washer. Dang it. This washer's in the freaking valve. I'm not brazing that. I'll melt it.
Fittings I had.
What about them though?
Huh?
What about them?
Do you think they'll fit in there? That big, that reducer?
No. The problem is the gasket is in this half that goes up here, whereas the valve has it here. I mean, I'd hate to have a leak.
We can put some Teflon in there, brother.
No.
I see what you're saying now.
Everything else is the same size, right? I mean, it would have worked, but I need the gasket in the valve. I'm gonna turn that machine off. So we gotta have valves with that gasket on the end of it in order to do this. So we can't, we don't have enough space to apply heat, change the end. Because if we start soldering right here,
Right.
and it melts that plug,
Right.
then we're screwed.
Right.
So, yeah, that's where we're at. All right, take two. Make sure we're still not leaking. No, we're not leaking. They're different threads. This is a coarse thread, or this is a fine thread. That's a coarse thread.
Tapered?
Not tapered, coarse. So it's that kind of thread on that one, and this has a fine thread. Won't work. Nope. They gotta be they gotta be matching threads, because, like I said, if that block was a foot up the line more, then I could solder a new one on. But because of the way it's freezing,
What if we can get access to the long shot, but we can get access to the line further?
no,
up
it's
the
right
top?
there. We would have to physically cut all this open and freeze that main line, and that's flowing. That one's right there too. It's got to be the identical valve, or the engineers have to shut the building off, everything, to eliminate the flow of water. And if they're not willing to cooperate, then I'm not willing to flood a building. So we need to let this thaw out so I can take that back apart and test this. Make sure it's sealed. So yeah, that's where we're at.